Good morning, sweet friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today I thought it would be fun for you to come along and spend a typical Saturday morning with me as I go through life here at Creekside. On Saturdays, that is the definite one day that I am always at the garden center. Typically Monday through Friday I am filming videos, and so Saturdays are my day to be at the nursery. Of course, a couple of things have to happen before I can actually get out the door and get to the nursery to meet all you sweet folks and help you with your gardens. So I just thought it would be fun to kind of show you what a typical Saturday looks like. If you are a follower of Creekside, you will probably also know that there is no such thing as a typical day, because it's always something fun and different and exciting and interesting happening. So so that is what we are going to do. I'm dressed, I'm ready, I've done a load of laundry, I've, made breakfast. One child is off to have a fun weekend with some friends in Raleigh, going to a concert. So I said goodbye to her. Jackson is here working with his friend Camden. So Camden is a buddy of Jackson's, so he has started working with us on the weekends. So they are doing a project. I'll show you that in just a second. Before I ever go to the garden center, I have things here, of course, at the house I need to do. I'm gonna go up to the chickens and get them fed, give you a quick little update on the plants and the things that we've just planted, because that is what I do as I walk through. I keep an eye on things. Yesterday, we got 2 deliveries of plants at the garden center. One was like fresh new fall annuals, so I'm excited to see those. And then we got some great, really fun shrubs from our friends up at Hawks Ridge in Hickory. And y'all, one of these, I wasn't involved in this order. Cece was the one that kind of put this order together. It's a great thing that she and I think a lot alike, because it was like Christmas morning when those plants were coming off of the truck, and we were all squealing, and Mimi was there too. And so before they ever made it off the truck, we were grabbing plants. One of those plants is I am so excited about, and I know y'all are excited about it too, because we cannot keep this plant in stock on the website. So look at this gorgeous Paisley pup. This is a new one from Proven Winners within the last year and a half, 2 years maybe. And this is a dog hobble. It is a beautiful evergreen shrub, y'all. Look at the colors of this. So Paisley pup is going to be a shrub more for like your shady area. So the sun on it is like that 4 to 6 hours, so that part sun. But I love the fact that it is an evergreen. This is hardy in zones at 5 to 8. It will be 3 to 4 feet tall, 4 to 5 wide, and it has interest year round. It is high deer resistant, just an absolutely gorgeous shrub. Now, if you know Jenny, you know that a lot of times I will grab plants just because I'm so excited about them, and then I'll figure out where they go later. That was the case on Paisley pup. It'll probably end up somewhere at the chicken coop, but in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and put it here in this unique stone planter. Y'all just ignore the mess. This is real life here. This is called Jenny's little catch basin. But I have an Invincibelle ruby. Obviously, she goes dormant in the wintertime. I'm gonna plop her out, put her in the garden, because it's a perfect time to plant hydrangeas in the garden. And then Paisley pup can spend the winter here, and it will be perfect as a winter interest, and it will be gorgeous. Then come spring, because ultimately Paisley pup cannot stay there because she'll get too big. So I'll take her out and then add her to the garden in early spring. So that is the plan on that. There's always fun shrubs, y'all. That is the thing. There's always something fun coming out. Just to give you a little teaser, because the next video, we're going to show you where we planted the cottage garden extension. So you can get a quick little sneak peek on that. And there you go. That was all you're going to see on that. I got it nice and watered in yesterday, just glancing at everybody. They look very happy and watered and all is well. So we're going to go up here to the chicken coop, because I feed the girls every morning, and they get quite vocal. They're actually sitting there staring at me because they see us moving around, and they're like, excuse me, you haven't fed me yet. While we make our way up there, give you a quick little update on the container that we did. It is looking quite lovely. The mums are doing well. This time of year, I always grab the mums that are in full bloom, because those are kind of on their way out. And from a distance, they look great. Up close, they look a little sad, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. What does not look sad is this container. Oh my gosh, it loves being here. And because we're having these cooler temperatures, I'm not having to water it maybe like I haven't watered this in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. But it is all filling in and growing and looking just beautiful. Love it. Update quick as we walk by, the hydrangea hill is doing quite nice. The irrigation is doing lovely. Everything just looks great up there, as does, of course, the steps up to the chicken coop. A couple people have commented on these steps and they're like, they're not perfectly even. You have to like step weird. Yeah, y'all. We kind of did that on purpose. We didn't want it to be perfectly matchy-matchy. Again, it's not it is not an area that is open to the public. This is for our family, and honestly, we like it. It's our garden, so yay. And then of course the lights. The lights are doing great and look just beautiful at night. So coming on up to the girls, all that new planting is doing well. I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, oh my gosh, the rabbits are gonna come and be chewing on my new plants, but they have left it alone. And so that is quite nice. I just watered it in initially that very first time. We've been so cool, like in the mornings, it's been in the 30s. So we haven't had like extreme heat. So it's holding that water and doing quite nicely. Like I said, the girls know that it is time to be fed. Before we feed, I like to see how we're doing in here with some eggs. In the wintertime, they're slowing down. Oh, look at that. We got 2 girls. Let's see. Hi, Shug. You got an egg? Let's see. No? Okay, go back. You're good. And then coming over here, we got a red. You got an egg? No, no eggs? Okay, y'all go back down. There you go. So we won't disturb them. Let me get some food and we'll get these girls fed because evidently they're hungry. The girls are doing quite lovely. Ever since we put in the French drain, it has stayed nice and dry. Of course, even in Helene, it was a little damp on the edges. I think where water was just, the wind was blowing in, but they are doing quite well. As far as food goes, they get fed every morning. I fill up their little container. I use a organic chicken feed, and then I supplement it with all sorts of fun things that they love, like oatmeal and dried mealworms and sunflower seeds and herbs and diatomaceous earth, all sorts of probiotics, omegas. So girls are well taken care of. They do tend to like to pull out the sunflower seeds and the oatmeal, and then sometimes they'll chunk the actual food off to the side. So they're bougie chickens. And then of course we got to get them some water. So fill up their water container, and yeah, then we'll be done with the girls for today. Hey girls, get you some water. Hi girls. I know. All right, girls. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you later. All right, the girls are taken care of, so now we're gonna go check on the fellas. Quick little side note. You know how I'm always telling you to plant coleus thinking about fall colors? Y'all, seriously, look at this. This was some coleus that I grabbed from the nursery. It was sad looking, y'all. I mean, it was pitiful. This is when they were like buy one, get one free. And I keep telling you, just because they may look sad in those little grande containers, as soon as you put them out in the landscape or a pot, they're going to explode. This is wicked hot, I believe. And so love this. This is perfect for fall containers. I did this monoculture. One plant, there's multiples of the same plant in this container. Of course, that is the Aquapot Light. And yeah, it's doing great. It'll do great until we hit a heavy freeze. So I'm telling you, grab those coleuses, especially if you can find them like towards the end of the summer when they're half off or they're on sale, and plan your fall containers with them, especially if you're in the South like me, because here it is, you know, mid-October, and yes, it's cool out this morning, but they're doing great and they don't care. So there you go on that. All right, so we're gonna walk around here to the boys, check on, see how they're doing. Yesterday we got Brock from Site 1 came by and brought us the rest of the copings. So the copings we can now put, remember we were short a couple on the very tippy top, and then we're done. Cottage garden is still needing to be renovated. It'll happen at some point. So we're gonna walk around here to the back. The gardens are doing well. Generous gardener is very generous. She's out of control. You'll see as we walk by, I mean, I tell people, I'm like, you gotta duck, you gotta bob and weave as you go through. Crazy woman back there. Yeah, quick little update on the fellas. They're out here working. So what they're doing is taking out all, hello boys. Hey. So they're cleaning out my deck boxes for me. It is a beast of a job because my gosh, they are full. So what they're gonna do is completely empty that. They put it into the tractor and then they'll dump. But this is a process because the root systems on these guys are massive. So they're getting it all cleaned up for me. We're doing that because today is Saturday, of course, and on Monday, Chandler is going to come. Chandler's the one that takes care of our lawn and does an amazing job. So when y'all comment about the lines and how everything's nice and neat and manicured, that's Chandler. He does an amazing job. So he's coming on Monday to start plugging, aerating, plugging, seeding the whole entire yard, both here and at the nursery. So when that happens, you don't want to drive machinery on the grass because you've got baby grass coming up and you don't want to drive any machinery on that. So we're trying to get all of those kinds of things buttoned up before Monday. So with Jackson and Cam being here, put them on that, and I think after this they're going to come to the signature garden and start working on those annuals. Speaking of the signature garden, let's go head over to the nursery and see what's happening there and show you some of those fun plants that arrived yesterday. Y'all better hurry because Jenny's in a planting mode right now. All right, here we go. All right, so here we are at the garden center, and yeah, October at the garden center, so much fun. So Cece, of course, is our the brains, the guru behind the garden center, and she keeps this place running and looking good and happy. So we're gonna pop in here first because I have not seen the new fall annuals that came. So we're gonna see what's in there while we go by. Those of you that love the Florida sunshine as much as I do, they came yesterday. These are great evergreen shrubs for your shade garden. Beautiful, big, bold pops of color. Love those guys. Got those. And also, y'all, heads up. In the next video where we were with the new, like the cottage garden extension, Jenny may or may not have already grabbed one of these October Magic Rose camellias from Southern Living. These are beautiful 7 gallons. And yeah, like I said, may or may not have planted one of these in on the wood line right there. So I'm calling all my camellia people, here you go, my friends. So we've got those. We've got some really great shrubs for your tons of color. Yes, I mean, look at those flowers, y'all. And so the October Magic Rose is going to be like 6 to 8 tall, and I think like 3 to 4 wide, but just gorgeous. Of course, these are sasanquas. That means they bloom in the fall. And yeah, love this. Gorgeous colors with the loropetalums. And this is a golden globe. This is a thuja. So beautiful, nice, evergreen, bright chartreuse color. Love that. So, and these camellias can actually do full sun. So they can do full sun to part shade. So this whole, like you could literally come in and shop this and this could be your landscape, right? So you could have all these gorgeous colors together. Also, y'all, we got in some Tokyo towers. So I have had, remember I put a Tokyo tower in the Asian water bowl in Critter Corner. So we got a couple of these. These are such fun, like columnar upright trees. They will be very skinny but upright. They flower in the spring, beautiful fragrant white flowers, and then they have great foliage during the season. They'll turn yellow in the cool temperatures, and then during the winter, look at the bark on this thing. Can y'all see that? Can you see how it's like peeling and has all that cool texture to it? So that's really fun in there. All right, let's go in here. I see Cece working. Oh, like I said, Cece is the master of displays, so she's putting these together. I don't know where we're going to put this plectranthus, but somewhere, Cece, I'm going to put a plectranthus in. I got to do it somewhere because that thing is so pretty. This is the Velvet Elvis. Love this. It is a fall flowering annual, and it will be an annual for us. Of course, the Ascot Rainbow. So all the fun new colors. Look at that. This is the Color Max. Oh, the Lemonberry Pie Mix. And the Color Max series, whether it's violas or pansies, they are much more heat tolerant and cold tolerant. So these are beautiful, fresh new pansies and violas that we got in. Of course, all the colors, right? Beautiful colors to make your displays in your garden, just like I did up at the chicken coop the other day. And still mums. We have mums. During the cool mornings, we have the sides of the greenhouse closed. And then as the day warms up, then it will open up. But look, oh my gosh, look at these. That's that, this is the Matrix Lavender shades. Look at that, y'all. Is that not gorgeous? See, this is where I get in trouble because I say I'm not going to plant any pansies and violas or very few of them. And then I come into the garden center and I see these things. And then I'm like, but they're so pretty. I want to add them to my garden. So the struggle is real. Anyway, so we've got that. And then this fun little mix. This is what they call just the Matrix Clear Mix. So you've got all the different colors, but it's clear because there's not like a blotch in the middle. Like this may be considered the blotch, right? So you get that different kind of color right there. Whereas the clear, it's just more of a pure clear color on it. And you don't have a variation. See, it's just the flower. And then let's see, here we have, oh, light blue. So calling on my Carolina fans, there you go. Add these to your garden, support those Tar Heels as we go into, I guess, kind of semi-wrapping up football season and going into basketball season. There you go. And then the bright yellow, oh, this would be ECU, right? You got yellow and purple right there. So lots of options for you there. So yeah. So Cece's in here. She does a great job of putting all the displays together. So she's working on that. I'll close this back up. Jerry's around here somewhere. We've got a customer here nice and bright and early this morning. So they're out shopping. It is still pretty kind of early, nice and cool. So typically we find on Saturdays as the fall goes on, we don't really get busy until till it warms up a little bit, and then you'll have more customers coming in. So it's a nice little slow start. We did get some more of the eclipse hydrangeas. These are those macrophyllus that have like the dark foliage on them and then the red flowers. And y'all, this is interesting. This is Flowerful hydrangea. It's by First Editions. I had never heard of it. And then one of you viewers was like, hey Jenny, you never talk about Flowerful, what do you think about it? And I was like, I have no experience with it. We got, lo and behold, the next day, right, this hydrangea shows up because Cece had ordered it. So the claim is that Flowerful is going to have stronger, sturdier stems than Incredible. So that is the idea on that. It is an arborescence, meaning that it will bloom on new growth. It can handle a lot more sun. You will prune it. It is color specific, so you can see the flowers on that, right? So a new flower one that has aged a little bit, but that is the claim to fame, is that they're stronger and sturdier than an Incredible. Other than that, I have no experience with it, but we have them here, so I thought that was really fun to add those to our collection of plants as well. Some of you were asking about, some of our local people wanted more yard lines, which is the viburnum from Proven Winners, a new one. So we were able to grab those as well. Of course, the North Poles, that is a North Pole. The yard line has a cross of like some Chindo viburnum in it, but it has these massive evergreen leaves. That this is a more columnar plant. It is perfect for like if you want to do privacy hedges, that kind of thing, or you could use it as a specimen plant. So yard line is a great new viburnum. We did get North Poles. They are really pretty. And this is like the Paisley pup. Online, we cannot keep Sting arborvitae in stock. And y'all, we actually got some Stings as 3 gallons. We've never gotten them as a 3 gallon before, but Sting is really cool. It is an arborvitae, right? So a great, easy, low maintenance plant here. But if you can see on this picture, Sting is skinny and goes straight up. So that picture, of course, is from the Trial Gardens at Spring Meadow Nursery in Michigan. So it is a great space-saving evergreen tree. It is hardy in zones 3 to 8. Y'all, 15 to 20 feet tall, 1.5 feet wide. Is that not crazy? So much fun. And like I said, it is a evergreen, so it gives you year-round interest. Arborvitaes, of course, are native, very narrow, unique texture, and it'll do full sun to part shade. So I'm so glad that Cece was able to grab some of those, because like I said, it was so funny when the truck was here and Mimi was helping us unload, and she's like, oh, Sting, because she's been helping some here in the past couple of days with shipping and doing like fulfilling online orders. And she was like, we can't keep this in stock, and now we have it at the nursery. So she was very excited about having Sting in person. So that was fun on that. So we have that. And then this is cool. This is from our friends at Southern Living. This is a new to me at least, Camariciferous. This is called Nightlight. And there's not a tag on it, y'all, so I can't tell you exactly the size of what this is going to be, but the color on this is so fun. Look how bright that is. Of course, Camariciferous is going to be more of that sun-loving shrub, right? But that great chartreuse color, sometimes we struggle with that here in the South, but we have got those, and they look absolutely fabulous. And oh, we got some more of the Kinsley's Ghost. We got that. And then El Ninos. Y'all, my gosh, that is another plant. Y'all are like grabbing that thing like crazy, both online and here at the garden center. Again, cannot keep this in stock. So we did get some more of the El Ninos. I know some people were asking, like local people, if we still had them. So I think we got, I don't know, 15 of them or so. Y'all, these are nice size. It is a 3 gallon, but they are already every bit of like 3.5 feet tall. So my local people, if you want a El Nino, now we have them available. You can come and get them. Also, Signature Garden looking quite nicely. Like I said, we'll see. I think the boys are going to come over and start pulling out some of the annuals out of these center beds, because with cool temperatures, and like I said, with Chandler coming in and plugging and seeding all of this, we need to go ahead and get all of this out. So I think that's the deal, is that they are going to come over here and kind of clean this out. The fountain is not on right now. It's fine. It just needs to be cleaned. And so she's been decommissioned for right now. Let's see. Okay, so typical day. Everything looks great over here. It's nice and watered. It's nice and organized. We just have an amazing staff. They were working so hard getting everything organized, because when both of those trucks came yesterday at the exact same time. So half of the staff was unloading one truck. The other half of the staff was unloading the other truck. Got it all out. They got it organized. It looks great. So when you come, you can see that. And then we're coming over here because there were some shrubs. I gotta find them. Like the Paisley pup. I'm gonna show you that as well. So as we're going through, when we come through on Saturday mornings, we know that we like to keep things, of course, we do our best. It's not perfect by any means, but we do our best to keep things neat and tidy here. So like Jerry will try to come through, or CC, or whoever's working on a Saturday morning, come through, kind of blow off the paths here, because 'tis the season for the pine needles to fall. The pine needles and the leaves are all falling. So come over here, just checking everything, make sure everything is doing well, that it looks nice, it looks presentable. You don't you don't have a water issue, because that certainly can happen sometimes as well. And yeah, just checking on everything. We've got CC had brought over like those Florida Sunshines, because like I said, those are Elysiums and they do really well in the shade, the filtered sun, like the area that we are in now. So we have those. Then of course the Mojo Pittosporum from Southern Living. This is a great evergreen shrub. And then of course the yews. So these are what we call like the prostrate yews, meaning that they spread out. They're not an upright. Great evergreen landscape here for your shade filtered sun garden. And then here we have Jerry. All right, Jerry, we're missing, well, I have some questions. Where are the paisley pups, and where is the,
that's a good question, because
the Fatshedra from Southern Living?
The
Trellis?
It's inside the greenhouse in the back.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, so there is, y'all, this is the coolest plant from Southern Living. We'll have to find the paisley pups. Unless they sold out yesterday. They could have sold out. I don't think they would have, but when people see those plants, they just go nuts for it, right? So, okay, we're gonna go back to the greenhouse. And this is what we do all day. All day on Saturdays, we are constantly walking, whether we're, you know, helping customers, or we're organizing, or we're moving plants. When we say we're professional plant movers, we're not joking. That's really what we do, like all the time. It's just move things back and forth and all around. So let me show you. Okay, we're going in. Jerry's talking to, oh, there they are. I'm sorry. Y'all, they were right there in front of me and I just missed it. Okay, so where CC had this display over here is camellias for full sun. This would be camellias in a landscape for more of those shady areas. And I walked right past them. Those are the paisley pups, right? So great evergreen. Y'all, look how pretty that is. That paisley pup up with some of the autumn ferns, right? Beautiful evergreen fern right here. This is Shishigashira, is another like classic Sasanqua camellia. Shishigashira is very, very popular. And so this is a great display, great garden ideas for that shady, filtered sun kind of area. We even have, ooh, oh my gosh, who is this? Look at this, y'all. I tell you, in my opinion, you can never have too many camellias in your garden. Let's see if I can find a name on that right quick. Pink Snow. That is stunning. And I love having that light pink, baby doll pink, next to the Shishigashira of the hot pink. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so let's go back here because, yes, the Daphne. Okay, so back here, I am so glad that CC found these online, because I was just not aware of these. Y'all, look at this. Is this not awesome? This is a Fatshedra. This is from Southern Living, and it is a cross of a Fatsia and an ivy. And so you get this amazing evergreen display of color. Now, sometimes you can even find these as a houseplant, obviously in a 3-gallon, probably not gonna be a houseplant. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to, but this is going to be in that part shade, filtered sun kind of location. They are on a really nice trellis, because you are going to have to kind of keep it trellised. So what happened with my mom is she grabbed one, took it and she has next to her pump house, and she already has a trellis there. I think it's just like chicken wire. So she actually took this trellis off and then attached it to her chicken wire as the trellis, and it is stunning. This is gorgeous. I told Mom, I said, I'm just gonna have to live vicariously through you because I just don't have anywhere to put it because I'm so much sun at the house. But y'all, these things are amazing. I have Angio Star, I believe is the name. I don't know. Angyo Star. So there you go. The what? Sting. I did see Sting, yes. And then we have the Daphnes. So this is the Perfume Princess in white. Daphnes, of course, are known for their delicious, amazing fragrance, and they can be hard to find. So we were able to get these, and these are stunning plants. These are 3 gallons. So if you are interested in some Daphnes, we have got them. Again, this whole little area is that filtered sun, part shade, not full sun kind of area. Yes, the Ascot Rainbow can do full sun, but it also does well in those filtered part sun kind of areas. So when you come to Creekside and you see displays put together, those plants are going to be put together in pairings that are practical. Like you could actually shop that whole display and plant those together in your garden. We're not going to put something that loves hot full sun with something that has to have complete shade. So we put things together that makes sense for you in your landscape. We also got some blueberries also, and I want to share those with you because I know that blueberries sometimes can be a little questionable. Like what, do you need to have 2 different varieties, male, female, blah, 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 blah. So Cece got some. These are the rabbit eye line, right? Species, whatever you want to call them, of blueberries that will do really well for us. This is pink lemonade, and pink lemonade, these are beautiful 3-gallon plants, and they are self-pollinating. So that means that if you only have room to put 1 blueberry bush, you can do a pink lemonade and it will give you fruit. However, as with most blueberries, the more plants you have, the more diversity within the varieties you have, the better fruit set you get. And so even if you have 1 or 2, or you just want to start out with a pink lemonade, you can absolutely do that. Beautiful, nice, really pink, soft, new foliage on this. And of course the blueberries, right? I mean, we love them because of that delicious fruit that they give us, but they also have stunning fall color, right? So the leaves on this will turn a gorgeous color, like in those red burgundy kind of colors. So if you want some blueberries, I have a couple of different varieties within the landscape in the backyard. So I know Southern Living gave me a new variety, so I will add that back there. And then I think I'm going to grab a pink lemonade and add that as well, because again, the more diversity you can have within your blueberry bushes, the better fruit set you get, and you have different seasons, right? So different harvest seasons, because typically you have, like everything else, you have early, mid, and late bloomers that put on the different kinds of fruit. So have those. And then I have to say that the azaleas are looking quite fabulous right now. So these are the Perfecto Mundos. Again, not to be a tease, but you will see me add the Perfecto Mundo double white to the cottage garden extension. And of course we love these because they are repeat bloomers and give us great color 3 times a year. So yet another gorgeous addition to the inventory. So basically, this is the morning here at Creekside. So what we will do today is we just kind of hang out here. We help customers that come. Like I said, as the temperatures get a little bit warmer this morning and things start to go, we'll have more customers. So it'll be hopping here pretty soon. But yeah, we just kind of hang out here, take care of the plants, take care of our people, love on everybody as they come to see us. But 'tis the day here at Creekside. 'Tis the morning at Creekside. Anyway, hope you found this fun. A little something different, right? Just to kind of shake things up a little bit and show you a little bit of kind of what happens around here behind the scenes. But as always, y'all have an amazing day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.